Hello, my Earth Angel friends, Reverend Elvia Nina Roe, founder of AngelsTeach.com. Welcome to the month of February and our angel reading for this month. The angels, I already know, have some very interesting things to share with us this month, and I pray that you find their guidance and their wisdom through the reading that we're going to do together here. So, the process that I started last fall, I'm going to continue with because I just love how bringing certain objects into play and engaging your intuition really helps to ignite the process for you. And that's what this is all about, is really helping you to connect with your angels. Yes, it's about giving you a reading, but it's also about helping you to feel that love of the angels. So once again, I have 3 objects that I want you to choose one of. And only one at a time. Certainly you can come back to this reading and another object might come forward for you, but trust that just one's going to come forward for you as you're watching it right now. So our 3 objects are 1, a sprig of holly, 2, and this is inspired by our recent storm, the blizzard of 2013 they're calling, it's a snowball. I'm trying to get it to go more into a ball, but we actually had some rain here yesterday, so it's pretty stubborn and staying in this shape, which is part of the reading. And then the 3rd object, and I promise you this is pushing me out of my comfort zone, but you know what? When the angels insist on something, we trust it, we go with it. So the 3rd object is, as I was getting ready, I said to my angels, oh God, no, please, that's not what you're talking about here. That's not what you want me to bring into the video, is it? And they, of course, insisted. Again, the angels always win their arguments because they're always defined in love. And the 3rd object is this pink bra. And before you jump to conclusions about it being inappropriate or going someplace a little racy or unacceptable, trust me, it doesn't. It's going to go someplace very appropriate and actually very important, because I already started to receive some of the message as I was getting dressed this morning. So, again, what I want you to do right now is to just choose one of these objects. I'm going to give you a moment, we're going to pause for a second, and I want you to tune into the resonance and see what is pulling you. Don't use your head, use your heart, and ask your angels to help you select one object. And is it going to be the holly? Or is the reading that's meant for you right now associated with the snowball? Or is it this pink brassiere? So again, if you need to pause the video and take a moment, that's fine. Just look for that and listen to that yes that's deep inside of you. Again, letting go of logic. So the card deck that I'm going to use for this reading is the Spirit Oracle. I've been using this a lot lately. It seems to be a favorite of the angels at the moment. The Spirit Oracle by Tony Carmen Salerno. Beautiful deck. And the first reading I'm going to do, actually they don't want me to do it in the order that I initially laid things out. They want me to start with the bra. So the first card that's coming forward, and actually I'm hearing because it's really the most important message. Of course all of these messages are good to hear and important, but there's something about this one that is essential, is what I'm hearing. And the card that came forward is the Good News card, and of course she's not wearing anything on top. She is naked, her breasts are exposed. And the message I was already getting about this beautiful festive pink brassiere, and you can think breast cancer awareness, if that's a message for you, that's important. And actually I do want to say, as you get your own messages, as information comes into you, take that. Don't deny it. It's important that you acknowledge your own intuition as we go through this process together. So the reading that I'm getting for the pink bra in the Good News card is it's all about exposing yourself and exposing your femininity and really embracing what it means for you to be a woman. Or if you're a man watching this, to embrace your feminine aspects and to tap into that deeper feminine side of who you are. So again, don't dismiss this just if you're a man watching. This really applies to everyone. What I'm noticing in the message that I was getting before is that, in our society, our relationship in general with sexual energy is really not very healthy. You know, we're shown by the media, by television, that we're supposed to be some certain way, that we're supposed to behave a certain way, that we're supposed to expect certain things and receive certain things and be a certain way in relationship to our sexual nature. And the fact of the matter is that we're pretty disconnected from our true connection with a healthy sexual side of who we are. And because I do angel readings and I take into account everything that's happening in my environment, I'm hearing my cat trying to claw out of the basement. He was all over the place, so I just temporarily locked him in the basement. And he's trying to get out. And that's part of the message here, is that your true, natural, sexual, feminine side is trying to get out and trying to express itself in a very healthy and happy and whole way. And one of the messages that came in earlier this morning was that part of our challenge, our struggle with breast cancer, with a lot of hormonal imbalances that we have epidemics of in our culture, are our disconnection with our true sexual nature. And I don't mean necessarily the act of sex, I just mean who we are and what our gender is all about and what it embodies. So the message for you, this is a very positive card actually, because it is good news and it feels like good news. So the message for you is for this month to really embrace all it is for you to be who you are and the sex that you are, the gender that you are. So if you're a woman, embracing all of that. If you're a man, yes, this is focused on the feminine side, embrace your feminine side, but I also encourage you to embrace your compassionate masculine side as well. Because it's all about balance and it's all about being true to who you really are and who you're here to be. And I'm hearing that we're good, that that's complete for the message around the bra. And I'm actually really very glad that the angels insisted that this message come through, because it is important and I understand now why there's so much emphasis on this. So the second reading is going to be for the holly, this beautiful little sprig of holly, associated of course with Christmas time, but it's also it's an important plant for all times of the year for a lot of aspects, and I'll share with you in a moment. So the card for the holly, for those of you who chose this, is the Silver Vibrations card. And it's interesting because I'm picking up on sort of a seasonal aspect here, and Fluffy has joined the reading. You can see her tail here. Thank you, Fluffy. She was sound asleep, so I thought she wouldn't be interrupting us, but you know cats. So the holly, the Silver Vibrations, it's about, it feels seasonal because there are quadrants of the card. You know, there's the bottom left that is sort of bubbly, there's the bottom right that's got these waves going on, and then there's the top two that are fairly related, but they are separate and distinct. And so it does feel like there are seasons, and the message here in this reading is about seasons of the heart. The holly plant is actually something that's used in a flower essence, obviously the holly flower essence, and it's used to help open up the heart. This time of year, many are focused on love, romance, Valentine's Day, and all of that. And we can either go into this month of February, this month of love, and have our heart protected and guarded like those little thorns on the holly plant itself. Or we can open up and we can embrace the possibilities of love and all of the seasons of love, all that love has to offer us. And actually, as I'm receiving this message, I'm understanding more about why the seasons are important, because the seasons are talking about all the aspects of love, because love does include pain at times, and it does include heartache, but it also includes so much more, so much goodness, so much expansion, and without it we would wither, we would totally dry up. So remembering that the holly heart flower essence is about opening the heart, and again, think about and bring to mind the image of the holly. It has beautiful deep green leaves, the color of the heart chakra. It has these points on it. It knows how to protect itself, but it also knows how to expand. These leaves are opened up. It creates beautiful red berries. I actually looked for a sprig with berries, but they're gone by now. They're a little bit dried and withered up. There's a few left, but I chose this one instead. So the berries do expand, they do blossom, they're so vibrant when they do come into season. So, message for you if you chose the holly is to trust in love and to really understand that the seasons of the love are part of the natural order. And that as you trust in the love, you are supported in it in a more deep way, and you will get through those harder, those rougher seasons because you have faith that has grown throughout all of the seasons of love. So, our third and final, and of course they left the melting one for last. And I keep trying to make this into a ball. It's kind of funny. You want some, Fluffy? Fluffy's interested in it. You can't see her, but she's sort of sniffing up at it. So let's choose a card for those of you who chose the snowball. And the card is, I'm hearing it's going to come quickly, which is a good thing. You think about snow, you think about melting. And the card is the journey. And interesting because there's sort of this similar shape actually in the card itself, in the journey. You'll see this orb, this elliptical orb that's created through the rainbow and then the shadow of the rainbow that goes around underneath. And it feels to me about, a lot about shape is coming through. So let me just tune in a moment and see what that's all about. I'm hearing shape leading to a deeper path and shape shifting. Interesting. Okay, now I'm understanding it more. You think about snow. What is snow? It's water, right? It's frozen water. And if I leave this in the bowl for 10 minutes, it will change shape. It will become smaller. And, oh, well, the snow part will become smaller, but part of it will morph into water. And it will become half water, half snow. An hour from now, it'll probably be all water. So the message for those of you who chose snow is about shape-shifting, and the message about that is allowing the journey and understanding the different phases of life. This is interesting because it's sort of similar to the seasons, but distinct in and of itself. I'm looking at the card and noticing those 3 points of light at the top, one of them being, of course, that brilliant sun that's coming over the mountains, and you can look at that as either a sunset or a sunrise. And what I'm hearing is that it's a sunrise. And so many light workers right now, I know, are feeling this tug, this pull of, should I do my light work? Should I stay in the muggle world? Should I connect with the angels? Should I continue to listen to my head? Isn't it easier to just stay with status quo as opposed to shift my shape and start to work more with my heart center and work more with my angels? Because I promise you, once you do start working with your angels on a more regular, consistent basis, it will change your life. It will absolutely shift who you are. So the question is, as that sun is rising, are you feeling that courage to rise up with that rising sun and change shapes and allow yourself, your true nature, to come through? And we do that here at AngelsTeach anyways by following the guidance of our angels. So message for you if you chose the snow is to allow whatever changes are happening for you. Allow whatever guidance, whatever nudges are coming through from the heart, not from the mind. And allow your angels to guide you to those shifts that you need to take right now. Trust, because all is in divine order. Absolutely, you are supported in all ways. And so have the courage and have the faith, because your angels are with you 24/7, I promise. So if you like this video, please like it on YouTube, share it with your friends and family, and spread the angel love. And I also invite you to visit AngelsTeach.com, where you can find all about our offerings for angel communication basic training on up through our angelic life coach training, as well as our Living with the Angels membership community, where Earth Angels connect every single day as inspired by the angels. And with that, I wish you a beautiful, blessed month of February. Be well, be blessed. Namaste.